anointed. Come on, put your hands together over the sanctuary. We come tonight to celebrate a superwoman that has survived the attack, even over these last 6 months. Had been up to the enemy, she wouldn't be standing here tonight. But for the grace of God that kept her. And one thing about a superwoman, you never see the other side of them. You always see them going. You always see them doing. You always see them just doing what needs to be done. But when nobody's looking, when nobody's paying attention, that superwoman can have a flip side that she can't show nobody else. Because to everybody, I'm everything. But by myself in the presence of God. So I can say, God, listen, you know how it is. Today I'm just not with the program. But God graces a superwoman because you would never see her from the outer appearance. You can never tell that there were some nights you would have to walk the floor and not know what you're going to have to deal with tomorrow. But God graces those that He's anointed. I am saying, neighbor, I thank God for grace. Because when I wanted to give up, when I wanted to go in the town, God turned around and said to me, no, listen, it's not time yet. You got some more stuff to do. You got some more people to meet. You got some more doors to walk through. You got some more enemies that I got to prove stuff to. And say, neighbor, this is the season of my proving. What does that mean, Pastor? God is getting ready to bring you back in front of everybody that said you was going to make it. He's about to bring you back in front of everybody that said, you know what? I'll give us 6 more months. It's going to close. It's going to fold. It ain't going to work. God said, this is the season of proving. Not only am I going to prove something to you, but I'm going to prove something to everybody around you. That I was on your side all the time. They thought you had something else working on your side. They thought you was working out some money on the side. But they gonna see that it was me. Yo, I know they thought it was your best friend. I know they thought it was your pastor, but they gonna see that it was me. Because when I couldn't get my best friend on the phone, when I couldn't get my pastor on the phone, he was there. So tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, I prophesy to you tonight that this is going to be your season of proving. Hey, neighbor, say, neighbor, He's preparing a table before you in front of all your enemies and all your frenemies. They all going to be at the table. Come on, put your hands together. Woman of God, stop preparing the table for everybody that said it wouldn't. I give it another year. But God said I'm going to prove something to everybody. He said I'm going to prove something to everybody. He said I'm going to have the last laugh. And God said what I do for you in the next 6 months, the people that I bring to you in the next 6 months, God said, I have not seen. And God said in Brooklyn, y'all know I don't know too much about Brooklyn. I got a few people out here I know, but God said in the next 2 to 3 months there will be 3 churches that's going to close. Scandal is going to hit this area. And 3 prominent churches are going to close. They're going to fold. See, people instead of confusion running around don't know where to go. And woman of God, God start putting a word in your mouth to feed them because they're coming. And Some you might even know of already because God said there's stuff that's going on. But God said you definitely. And you will know. And God said I'm going to put a word in your mouth. He said I'm going to put them in your hands. And God said I'm going to cause you to rule another man's field. I'm going to cause you to rule another man's field that said you wouldn't last. I'm going to cause you to take ownership of his field. And he said you will have the spoils of his land. God said this is the hour where I'm going to prove to everybody. I'm going to prove to everybody, even in your family, I'm going to prove to everybody that I've been on your side all along. God said, I mount you up and I lift you to a new place in me. God said, the spirit of elevation is resting on you. God said, don't get comfortable because I'm shifting, I'm moving. God said, well, just when you think that I'm not going to come through, God said, just in that little corner, I'm going to come right through. And I'm going to prove that what they said is going to take months and years. God said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to knock the time down. I have not seen. I have not heard. I hear the Lord say, even as the king extended the scepter to Esther, he said to her, ask what you will. I'll give you half of the kingdom. I'll give you whatever you want. God said, ask me for what you want in this season. He said, don't be modest with it. Don't say, oh God, I'll be satisfied. He said, no, ask me for what you want. He said, I'm going to do it. He said, when you think it, I'm going to do it. When the thought comes to your mind, he said, I'm going to do it just because you know it is. He said, this is